It has been several days since the incident at the end. Hisoka is out on a case. A young girl comes to the shop and finds a worried Yuri. Yuri is giving a missing person case, something Hisoka forbade. Alright. Alright, so I think this is where... Yeah, we have my items back here. How much does... I guess we'll get, like, a few more items. Actually, that little... Yeah, I kind of... I think we're just stuck with type 14 for now. It costs so much to get any film, maybe a nightmare, but let's go. This is where it really starts, and this is where we'll find out if I can actually hang with Nightmare. Second drop, Mount Hikami. Hozukata Yuri. Hikami Zama. A few days have passed since Yuri's introduction to shadow reading at the abandoned inn. Since then, Hisoka has gone off somewhere and hasn't returned. Yuri worries for Hisoka, but isn't sure how or where to start searching. As she waits waiting at the antiques shop, a girl named Himeno Fuihi, shows up claiming to have enlisted Hisoka to help her find a missing person. I'm not supposed to go after missing people, especially here. Yuri has her own fucked up past that, Kurosawa. The director loves that name, Kurosawa. I think it's like White Swan. Or no, sorry, Black Swan. Also, I guess if the enemies are just bullet sponges on Nightmare, that might make it...
黒沢ひそかさんはいらっしゃいますか。すみません、今留守にしています。依頼をした日々野です。人探しだから受けるかどうかということでしたけど、いつになるのかと思って。人探し、山に行ったかもしれないんです。氷上山。氷上山。山の近くで遥かを見た人がいて。
camera angles a little bit.
ですよね。遥かがそんなところに行くはずないんです。私に何も言わずに。すみません、黒沢が戻り次第。いえ、遅くなるなら結構です。自分で確かめます。
A missing person case? Hisoka left a few days ago and hasn't come back. Maybe this is what she's been working on. Hisoka's room is upstairs. Maybe she left some clues as to her whereabouts. Alright. So this is a fairly safe part, so we can go exploring a little bit. Alright, I'm going to turn up the sound one more time. It feels like at the beginning of the game it was way louder. But we can't hear the voice acting very much. Let me know if you can or cannot hear the voice acting. Check. I'm still nervous about standing here by myself as I've never been good at handling customers. I've only just learned how to make coffee and I've never actually served a customer yet. It's like a antique shop. Wow, this cabinet looks like it's got painted textures on. This was a Wii U game. Oh, you can check it. Drawers seem to be where the shop's receipts and financial records are kept. I've not taken a proper look through them yet. I should mention once again that the weird leery male gaze stuff is mostly only in this game. All the prior games are not really like that. The cupboard is filled with cups we don't use anymore. Okay. It's a clock with a large bell. The road in front of the shop leads to Hikamizama. It's built for the tourists, but the only people who use it now are the people who live here. So yeah, we got creepy Japanese village. It's a big antique sofa. It's been here since I first came to the shop. I don't think it will sell, but Hisoka doesn't seem to mind. What? It's an antique clock on top of an old dresser. Hisoka has a thing for clocks. The shop is full of them. She says she finds them comforting. Some well-polished cups are neatly lined up. After I accidentally broke a few valuable items, it's been Hisoka's job to clean them. So you can't do coffee and you can't wash the cups. What exactly do you do here, Yuri? The pendulum of the old grandfather clock sways slowly. The clock itself may be broken, but it works well as a decoration. Hisoka says she likes the rhythmic sound of the pendulum, and it chimes to mark the hour. There's a ton of things to click on, and I may just like leave it open for a little bit. Just to speed things along a little bit. I mean, I love the sound of my own voice. Well, I totally thought that was The Office. But yeah, glad you're all joining me with this journey to this game again. Can being a scaredy cat replay a horror game on hard mode? Alright, there's something over here. We got a lot of things over here. Take. The Deathly Mount. A book about Mount Hikami was lying on the bookshelf. It seems to be about the traditions surrounding the mountain. The Deathly Mountain. Mount Hikami has long been feared to be haunted. In the past, it was said that sleeping with one's feet facing the mountain was taboo. Watching the sun set behind the mountain, too, was believed to invite forth beings from the nether world. Actually, I believe in Japan, you don't really want to sleep facing a certain direction, like north or... right? Hey, baby, Nanka-sa, you don't want to sleep facing a certain direction, right?
Yeah.
Was it like north? Kita, facing north? Kita ni? Like your feet on north side? Okay. Yep, we have confirmation here, so if you don't... They go that way? Mm. Oh, okay. So basically, once you're dead, they're going to make you face north, so you don't want to face north when you're sleeping. And luckily, we don't know which way we sleep here.
Oh, and then there is a song.
Oh.
Hey. Northに頭.
You... Wait, when you're...
North side,
Mm-hmm.
you put the head.
Yeah.
で、それは、あれなんだって、
Mm.
don't get lost. And then go to the, next
Oh.
heaven without get lost.
So you want the head to be on the north side.
Yeah.
Okay, so we had it backwards, but you want to have them...
There's a wish, like, don't get lost.
Alright, so if you don't want to get lost after death, make sure that when you're buried or whatever, you have your head on the north side. And then I guess don't face the south when you're sleeping. Today, the mountain is said to call to those fascinated by death. Countless rumors abound of people spirited away to that accursed peak. They are said to venture to the mountain alone, leaving behind no trace of themselves. Some say the bodies of those who vanished can be found at the bottom of the lake of the departed on the mountain's summit. Since becoming a tourist destination, the prevalence of such frightening tales did seem to diminish for a while. Even so, despite its fleeting status as a tourist hotspot, Mount Hikami is yet to shake its reputation as a cursed mountain, a place of death. Today, it has become a popular place at which to commit suicide. Okay. And take. Suicide at Mount Hikami. Real suicide spot. It seems to be about the rumors surrounding it. How does a place become famed for suicide? As more people die, the place will gain a reputation, and people are drawn to those spots out of a desire not to be alone in the end. Interestingly, these suicide spots are rarely known as hotspots for spiritual activity. Really. This is what makes Mount Hikami distinct from the others. It has both a tradition of suicide and has long been associated with ghost sightings. Then there are the so-called Maidens of Black Water. It is said that if you are found by one of those maidens, they will lead you to your death. Those caught in the maiden's gaze never again leave the mountain, or so the rumors go. There are also tales of specters on Mount Hikami who relive their own deaths. Those who do not die in accordance with local practices become cursed, forced to relive their final moments for eternity. That sounds great. Many of the people who have been kept from committing suicide on Mount Hikami claim to have seen a maiden or one of those looping specters and felt a strong compulsion to kill themselves. Perhaps it is because of these stories of maidens and ghosts that the mountain continues to be a popular spot for those looking to take their own life. So, a popular suicide spot, like Mount Aokigahara, I think, in Japan. There's an actual mountain like this. You can go to the Suicide Forest in Japan. I don't really recommend it, though. Easy to get lost there. Alright, can we look at this? No. One of the freakiest parts of this game is a mission that has to do with this area. I think this is the storage room. Check. Guest bedroom. Stayed here when I first stayed here. So yeah, when you find a person, check. Clock on. Man, they love the clocks here. But yeah, thanks for everybody watching. Merry Christmas. Hope you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas, of course. Nothing like the Nightmare Before Christmas to get you psyched up. It is nice, like Fatal Frame 3, that we have like this place to explore. Like you can calm down, but back door is locked. I wish, like, unlike Fatal Frame 3, you can't go back to the house like regularly. Bathroom. I don't think you actually get to see the bathroom in this game. Well, we can check something. There are stepping stones here leading down to the garden. I don't go into the garden much. I'll just tidy up. So that's the whole first floor, I think. Right? And there's the office that has its own staircase. We'll just explore the whole house, and I believe after that we head to the mountain once we get to Hisoka's room. What's this one? Yudi's room. Okay, we can go to her own room. So Hisoka gave me this room when I moved in. It used to be her bedroom. You see tits? Yeah. What kind of game is it? Hentai game? Okay, yeah. You've heard it here, folks. It's hentai game. It's been a while since I moved in, but I haven't unpacked anything. Hisoka put this desk here for me. This used to be Hisoka's bedroom, but she freed it up for me to use. Alright. Check. Hisoka doesn't like it when I don't make my bed. I'll do it later. Why does she care? Come on. There are some baskets, some file cases. Come on. Yudi's like, I think 18 at this point. If she wants to not make her bed, she doesn't have to make her bed. I certainly didn't make my bed any time as a teenager. Alright, where are we going? It's so weird. I'm so used to listening to music like while playing games all the time recently that like the very, very quiet background noise is hard to see. This is our destination, yeah, so let's check out the one extra room real quick. What's over here? Yep. Also, I think this game checkpoints for you if you quit mid-mission, but like I basically always did an entire mission in one go, and so I would do like 1 to 3 missions per night. Oh, so hold. Hopefully nothing jumps out. Nothing of interest here. That was pointless. Check. Pretty kimono reminds me of Fatal Frame 1. By the way, there's some YouTuber named like Ragnar, I think, who has really cool, like, goes over the first 3 games, I think, in the series. And there's other, what's that, Tara Devlin Kawabana. She does like really cool lore videos of this game, and also of other games like Kuon, the From Software horror game for the PS2 that is pretty rare and hard to find these days. Lots of cool stuff about classic Japanese horror game series out there. Alright, we're getting to think I may lose score by taking a long time, but that's fine. Take our time. This is Soka's room. Pretty cramped room when you think about it. Let's open her drawers. Nothing of interest in here. Pick up. Lost item. Alright, shadow reading cases. Client, item diary, photo. So basically she's like a spirit photographist kind of person. She'll take a photo and hunt down something that you're missing, and these are her like case notes. Client, missing item diary, token photo of the deceased. Details, locate mother's diary. Client seeks info on their late mother, relates to a deceased individual, apply caution. If they're dead, it's a lot worse. Results, the caretaker of the deceased had burned the diary at her request. So we can't get the diary. Client, missing item, storeroom key, token, photo of the deceased. Details, locate storeroom key, item may already be lost, token and item belong to deceased, apply caution. Results, item located, had been hidden by client's parent, returned to the client. So the parent hid an item. What the hell with that horror Japanese game? You know, I like horror games. I'm terrible at them. I love horror movies. I love J-horror. I love Japanese stuff. But yeah, hey Naoshi, how's it going? How's your Merry Christmas? How's your Christmas Eve going? Yeah, for the upcoming multiplayer game, I'm under the impression that our usual start time hopefully will work for you. But next week we'll set that up. If we play Knights of Honor 2, we're gonna play multiplayer game next week at some point. Client, missing item, diamond ring, token rings box. Details, client seeks lost engagement ring, requested fiancé not to be notified, date of wedding soon approaching, result found on client's desk, was in an obvious place but somehow eluded the client. What, this game feels awkward, or Ran Hojo, missing item, album of, this is the one we looked at before. Reference manual for a book about traditional practice in Mount Hikami area. Bad location, but minimal danger. Anticipated client is an acquaintance. Result, found an old building of Shadow abandoned inn. Shadow attempted to drag Yuri during toward the netherworld. Should have gone alone. Must warn Yuri to stay away from the mountain. Art of shadow reading. Shadow reading is the ability to read traces of the past, not unlike the ability commonly known as psychometry. By following these traces, it is possible to find things that have gone missing, or which that were no longer visible. Things that were demonstrably there, but for reasons unknown, are all but invisible. Things the owner wished to be forgotten, things whose owners have passed away, things that no longer wish to be seen, things drawn partway into the netherworld, invisible within our own. Such items can be called back to the world of the living. Unlike these objects, however, people who have been spirited away must not be chased after lightly. In many such cases, they have been taken by creatures of the netherworld who linger nearby. Utmost caution must always be applied. Lots of reading in this game compared to like a strategy game, because I've been mostly playing strategy games lately. Check. Wait, before we... Can we... Bed's tucked away. Used to be a study. Yeah, cozy. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, so the PS2 games were kind of easier to control. Yeah, you can choose, like, the different, like, outfits and stuff. Since this is my second time playing the game, I unlocked a bunch of stuff. Alright, so this is the lady who came in earlier, Himeno Fuhi. Fuhi's missing person request. But I'm, like, way into Japanese culture and stuff. Lived in Japan a couple of years, so that doesn't really come across with the strategy game streams, but... I used to I was streaming these games before. Dear Miss Kurosawa, please find Haruka. She went missing over a week ago. You do still take on missing person cases, don't you? I've contacted the police, but they're no help. They say she's probably spirited away. Haruka wouldn't have gone anywhere without telling me. I'm certain something bad has happened. I can handle my own grief, but I can't stand the thought of her suffering somewhere. What if she's waiting for me to find her? I'm worried sick. Haruka is still alive. I know it, but something has to be done and quick. Remember when you found that precious picture of me and Haruka? I was so happy to have it. Now I need your help once again. There's a photograph with a letter. So the girl on the right who showed up earlier, and she's looking for the girl on the left. Like some Japanese, but not that kind. Gotcha. Yeah, I like historical Japanese stuff. Like I like the whole gamut and stuff. Like a lot of different stuff. We hear like shine another girl. They look close. Okay, so I
こ
I
の
think
人を
this is
探
where
して
the shit hits the fan.
神山に
Nightfall is always rough. But yeah, this
神
game
山
known as Project Zero in
自
Europe.
殺の名所だという日比野さんはきっとこの山にいる
Mount Hikami. Fuihi is somewhere on this mountain. I should be able to use this photo of her to find her trace. Hold down right trigger to follow her trail. Okay. Alright. Do we have... I don't think we have the camera obscura just yet, so we can't be attacked. This is probably going to be a really long mission. And we can't grab that one. Alright. I don't think we can go this way. So the game's used to control a lot easier on the PS2. They kind of have tank controls in this game. Alright, so we can follow the trace. Yeah, people do not manage their time very well, apparently, in this area. But, you know, it's cool. And, like, I know a lot of the lore of the game, and I know a lot of Japanese cultural stuff, so I'm hoping that I can make it interesting. Oh boy. So we can see... We have a lot of Japanese horror tropes here, of course, and a lot of stuff. The road has collapsed, and the stone stairs are cut off. It must have been a landslide. The old road seems to carry on up the edge of the cliff. I think we go this way now. Yeah, you went over here. But I think like the older games are technically like better games, but then this one looks nicer, of course. Whoops, that was something to check. Water flowing with rocks has pooled here, forming a small pond. I like to check all the stuff. There's something on the ground. Pick up. Whoa. Oh. Sometimes a ghost hand will appear when you try to reach for an object. Release right trigger at the right time to dodge it. This is like the worst. If you do grab, move, the sticks will break. This is the worst fucking mechanic in like Fatal Frame 4 and 5. Tourist brochure. What if he dropped it in the mountain? This is a cool map. Should be very useful. So this is the way for the pool of purification to the unfathomable forest. Got it. Alright, for main menu, X. Open map and press map and then press. This is the local map, then press Y to go here. This is kind of cool. So we start out what was it? We start out at Kurosawa's Antiques. There's also the Hoja residence. We went to the hot springs before, but we've got like this tunnel. They were trying to build a tunnel to like get a rail car here for station tunnel. Unfathomable Forest, which is where we're going now. Shrine of Dolls. Fatal Frame games always need creepy dolls. Womb Cavern, Forest Outskirts. These are all creepy. This is like a tourist brochure. Ephemeral Station. We stopped there a few times, I think. Mountain Path. Shrine of the Ephemeral, which is kind of an annoying long mission. Forbidden Valley. Shrine on the Water. We eventually go there. Twilight Peak. It feels like it's giving everything away when you look at that, but that's a cool, like it makes it sound real. Alright, maybe I'll try different upgrades at some point with my camera. And I don't know if I'm going to stay on Nightmare, because I thought that it would be like really easy if I played on normal mode. Whoa. Oh, we don't have a camera obscura yet. Gotcha. There is something around. What's an item? Okay. Cool. That little thing on the edge of the screen there. We got like a stone monument. get wet in this game, more monsters come to you, but I think you deal more damage. Something on the waterfall. Pick up. Purifying Amber is 1. Yeah, so it wants us to use these Purifying Embers, so I guess we'll do that. I think it just doesn't really matter right now. We can be run around being wet because nothing can attack us just yet. Oh, and somebody just committed suicide, but we can't do anything. The ghost hand comes out more often when you're wet, I think. Herbal medicine 1. So yeah. Nothing over here, I don't think. Oops, check. Road. Yeah, there was a landslide, so it shut down this place as a tourist resort. At some point, I don't know, you ever watch like Japanese horror movies? Anybody here? Like Naoshi or Licorice Lad, Thedos, or anybody like you know, Ju-on or Ningu, stuff like that. Like I'm a big fan, much better at those compared to games. My wife and I watched like lots of them and lots of them. But this game has all the tropes. Alright, this is where shit hits the fan, I think. Something in the water. Is there smoke on the water? I think we do more damage if we're wet anyway, so we can go for this. Hisoka's camera obscura, what's it doing here? You got Type 14 film times 12. Old film, it's not good at effective at exorcising ghosts, and it takes a long time to load. Stun lens. I think we already have that. Switch upgrade. Lots of upgrades we don't get to later in the other games. Hello, buddy. Get that? Yep. Oh, we don't get to see the videos anymore? That's a pity. Alright, so if we wait till the last second, we get a fatal frame. Can we go for it? Oh no, I missed it. I dodged him. Shoot him. Yeah, Resident Evil's not really a horror thing, in my opinion. Resident Evil's kind of its own separate thing. Can we get the fatal frame? If we wait till the last second, we get the fatal frame. I forget it. Let's just kill him. We have lots of power-ups because this is my second time playing, but we'll just kill him. There we go. So you get videos from these. Can we watch them actually? Ghost list, items, records. Wait. Collections, cutscenes, notes. I wonder if that shows up here. Or is this just people from the water? Yeah. So normally when you touch them at the end here, you get this cutscene. I recommend real Japanese horror movies are pretty awesome. Like from like the 90s and 2000s, like they kind of slowed down more recently. No. So yeah, so far the enemies seem kind of bullet spongy. But yeah. So yeah, those cutscenes are kind of cool. Alright, cool. Also, it seems to have dried off in here when that happened, so... Alright. Going that way. There's no, like, Resident Evil style thing to say, hey, we've got all the items in this area. You can run, it looks kind of dopey in this game. Oh, hi. I got it. Woman on a cliff. Also, I just wasted my good film on that. I can't see the bottom. Whoa, hi! Oh boy, I'm not turning around fast enough, am I? Shit. So if I've jerked around faster, I could have maybe caught that ghost. I missed that one the first time I played this game. Yeah, playing these single-player horror games definitely is, like, streaming them is way more like, where does this go, I wonder? Way more me just kind of talking through what's going on compared, whoa, fork. Like, once you, like, strategy game, I'm just kind of talking the whole time, or, like, talking to people most of the time. Here, I'm, like, showing the story and everything. Alright, we have extra film, that's good. I don't think we get attacked in this area. Like, check. Path blocks the way. Alright, let's check out the... There's nothing else this way, right? Oh, we can do a quick turn. But yeah, we can get a shutter, like a Kingdom of Food entering the forest. Whenever like that pops up, whoa, there's actually an item here. Whoop. There's a note. Torn note. I looked into Mount Hikami. It's always been a spiritual place, not spiritual as in holy, but spiritual as in filled with the spirits of the dead. Maybe that's why it's a suicide spot. Haruka wouldn't go to die alone, though, not without telling me. The book said people get spirited away to the mountain. They get called towards it and disappear alone. I read how it calls to people who are perceptive, anxious, meek, and who lack family. My heart skipped a beat when I read that. It was describing Haruka perfectly. She's always so kind and accepting. She always opens up to me. She's alert even when she seems to be spacing out. She knows what I'm thinking. Maybe she was spirited away. You know, I feel like this Haruka and Fuihi were kind of more than best buddies, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But where do people go when they're spirited away? The more I think about it, the scarier it gets and the more my heart starts pounding. Okay. So, to the unfathomable forest. The one thing I say about this game is that you do, well, this whole series, you do a lot of backtracking. And, I did miss a lot of stuff from exploring the, whoa, first time I played through this area. Can we get it? Yeah. Going inside the Shrine of Dolls, I believe. Other side of the river. Hopefully we don't get attacked too much. Whoa. Oh, hi. Oh, that's freaky. Hello there, ma'am, mister, whoever you are. Can we get a fatal frame on you? He's very fast, actually. Got it. Nice. relatively easy guy. Oh, hi. Unless he does that. Saving up our power-ups here. On signpost. Alright. I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna touch it. Alright, I'm way better at conserving ammo after playing the first few games, because this was the first one I played, and then I played other ones. I hear something. Yeah, so it's telling us to go over there, but there is nothing against exploring a bit, which I did not know when I played this the first time. So, however, I did play through the final level, which covers this area multiple times, so I kind of got used to this whole business. Is there nothing here? Wait, check. Wind echoes from the rock. There's a hole here. You probably come through here at some point. There's an item over there. Probably very important to get as many items as possible on nightmare mode. Note from a tent. A note from a notebook. It looks like it fell from the sleeping bag poking out of the tent. How long have I been here? I suppose it doesn't matter. I'm glad I decided to do things right and come here to die. This place feels right. I thought I might get lonely, but there are people here. People who aren't alive. This place may be as strange as people say. I heard children playing just now. I tried to get a look at them, but they ran off before I could get close. Did they come here on their own, or were they left here? Earlier, I heard the sound of raspy breathing and running, and after that I heard a scream. I was scared and held my breath. I'm not scared of death, but that was terrifying. I saw a woman dressed in white today. She was draped in cloth, so I couldn't see her face. She seemed to stare at me for a while, then left. Whose side is she on, I wonder? Will she be back? I saw her again. She turns up every day, watching me. I feel her gaze, but not her presence. As soon as I notice her, she disappears. She must be constantly watching me. I heard a voice, a mournful voice, like screaming. No, like singing. It was a call of some sort, but not for me, not yet. My time is yet to come. Everything I brought with me is gone, now I have nothing. I like it here, nothing matters now. This was the right choice. I'm glad I came. She will come soon. She will take me away. She is calling, I must go. So there's a thing on this mountain where these shrine maidens come, and they used to come and they take you away to your, like, they help you commit suicide. Like, people are really into suicide in this mountain, which is like a real mountain in actual Japan in some ways. Alright, so let's just explore all these extra areas, right? Gonna make this mission take forever, but you know. Alright, got Type 61 film, that's better film. And then if we go left, there's gonna be this corner here. I know this like area super well now because you play through this over and over. Play through this over and over again. In the final mission, which you have to play like 4 times to. The trace ends here. Note lying here. Fuyuhi's note 2. I don't know what to do now that Haruka's gone missing. I can't do anything on my own. It's like I can't breathe. We've been close since we were children. Now she's gone. I realize how important she is to me. How irreplaceable. Because you're more than friends, is what I'm saying. I can't stop thinking I could have done something when she left that day. Maybe if I'd said something, I could have stopped her from going. We could have been more than friends. The waiting is unbearable. I should have been the one to disappear. It should be me. If Haruka comes back, there's so much I want to tell her. I should tell her how I really feel before we end things together. Maybe she's already known for a long time, but I'll tell her anyway. I have to tell her. So I think they did try to commit suicide together, and they were not successful. It's hard to tell how many things are like related to lore, how many things are kind of spoilers for later. I don't want to... Oh, hi. So this person, hanged woman, I believe she's actually very important for the plot because... Oh, hi. Oh, boy. Hello? Slow you down a bit. Alright, so now because we're on hard mode, takes a long time. Where's the other one? Oh, hi! Hey, I feel like this is a different ghost than that other one. But before we deal with you, we need to deal with this other guy over here. Oh, hi. They're firing a shot at me. Alright, you're not quite dead here. We could try to fatal frame this one. Or we could just go like that. Oh, I missed. Still alive. Shitter chance. Alright, so there's supposed to be a movie. There's like some incidental dialogue we're missing here. Cutscene. Chased man. I don't think that. I must have got. Or this might be the same as the other guy. Chased man. Lost woman. The short. No. Yeah. Okay. Probably not good to keep doing that. Alright. But hey, we didn't take damage and we killed them pretty easily, so that's good. And then we do have another area to go in this way, right? Yeah. Pick up. Crumpled note. There's a slip of crumpled paper. The tales I read about Mount Hikami were true. I can't handle any more death. I've seen that girl hang herself over and over. I've had enough. When I try to run, I wind up back here. I found myself mimicking her. My body moved on its own, just like that girl. I felt like I was doing the right thing. As I hung there, my final thought was that death takes a long time to come. I watched the sunset. When I woke, I was back here. I should already be dead. Will I be forced to see that sunset again? To go through it all again? I am fading bit by bit. I must go. Okay, so we're trying to actually speed through the mission, but there's so much side stuff to explore in the Unfathomable Forest. Like, this whole area, which I didn't really even explore my first time through, so I'm like kind of picking up extra things now that I skipped my first time through. But yeah, the controls are alright, I guess. Yeah, I'm definitely going off the beaten trail here. Maybe they'll block me at some point. But yeah, you can get extra items, but you also get attacked by more things, of course. Alright, so far I have not got caught by one of those creepy hands. Definitely don't want to get caught by any... What's I am over there? What's going on over here? I think this is just a side route, there's nothing. Proceed. I don't want to go to another area though. Like, I think some of the times you can actually go to other areas when you're not supposed to, so it's not the best situation to do that. Check. Yep, there was that mountain slide as I mentioned before. I did see other... We also don't want to get too deeply into the water over here because then, of course, we get wet more. You have more chance with the hands to attack you when you do this when you're wet as well. But yeah, basically, this game is in the Dead or Alive 5 engine, and they had like one of their big selling points for that kind of creepy game was It was a good fighting game, but there was some creepy bits about it. But basically, like the sweat of the characters was a big thing, which is kind of a weird thing to say. And like here, they just use the same like mechanic to show. Ooh, we got the best film of the game, I think, or some of the best film. Now, Apollicry, who sometimes hangs out, he played these games, or not this one, but the earlier ones at least. So he was like kind of hanging out when I beat Fatal Frame 2 and 3. 1 I never streamed. That was before my streaming days. Crouch. Doing pretty good at getting all these items. Maybe like the number of enemies is kind of rare on this first level. Healing. Double medicine 1. That's just going to lead to the underground, I think, which we can't go to yet, or we don't want to go to anyway. But yeah, I'm a pretty big fan of this series, and I'm not like a big horror game guy. I can't stand horror. Well, I'm just bad at them, right? Like I've played through so many of them, I get so freaked out. Can't even handle them. But I love Japanese culture and everything, Japanese history, so I'm able to put up with it for this game. And I actually went to the level of playing all the other games with like undubbed patches to hear the actual Japanese dialogue. But if you have any questions about this series, or you want to hear anything about the lore, I can try to help out because I've watched my fair share of lore videos. I've played all of them except 4, which I'm waiting for the re-release of 4 coming out soon. I guess let's go. We never went through that path there. I'm sure it's going to get spooky pretty soon. Like we're kind of just like gathering items right now. Because I know, yeah, What's-Her-Face goes this way. Across the bridge. Sometimes there's an item over here, I think. No, that's not that way. Anywho, like I missed so many things my first time playing this game that I just kind of want to pick up a few more items. Maybe not as... Yeah, it would have been really great to have... Whoa. Alright. Swept Away Maiden. I definitely did not get that the first time. Probably. Okay, and so she went that way, it looks like. Some of these missions are really long. Like, I feel like there was way more opportunities to, like, stop playing partway through in the earlier games, and then in this one, like, you just have to keep going and going and going. I mean, you might be able to, so far we haven't gotten hit by hand, that's good. There might be opportunities to quit midway through a level, but I like to try to get through a full level as much as possible. Oh, we got an enemy somewhere. Oh, hi. Hi. Hello, ma'am? 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 Are you gonna do a fatal frame on me? Are we gonna do some fail? There we go. Whoops. Oops, missed that one. More damage that way. We've already got the last touches for all these people. Alright, they're in the water, so we can't actually get them really, I don't think. Yeah, not gonna worry about that. There is another item over here. Alright, so we have like this whole area we can go through. And I believe we carry, I think we carry on the items from mission to mission. And also there's a little bit over here I don't think I've explored. it's up over here. But there's lots of like little stories about like people here. Wait, oh, that's another area. We don't want to go to another area just yet. So far, we've avoided taking damage. That's good. Pick up. Sunken note. Watching the sunset makes me want to cry. These people are obsessed with the sunset here. I have no home to go back to. Nobody would be there if I went back. Everyone would be there, and yet no one would. I know that now. That's why I came to the mountain. My grandma used to tell me never to go to the mountain at sunset, but my feet led me here. I chased the sun, and it kept getting bigger. I couldn't stop. I felt the need to write something, so I'm scribbling this down. Like Resident Evil games, I write everything down. I had to go into the water. I had to write this first. I had to write something. What else should I write? She's calling to me. I have to go before the sun sets. Hopefully we don't get attacked now. Okay, and then... Seems like if you creep around the edge of the water, you're mostly okay. Yep, but we can go around here. I don't think there's any more items around this pond. At least the game does a good job of telling you when there's an item in the area. Like, sometimes it doesn't tell you about the ghosts popping up enough, but, and also it doesn't really tell you too clearly, like, hey, whoops, you don't need to go this way just yet. Like, but you can really explore. It just, the first game was way more, the first, like, few games were way more contiguous, like it was one open area with save points, so we could like find a save point and then choose when to finish as opposed to like doing a level. But yeah, these games are really cool. This is one of the easier games to find and get running in a nice screen resolution and everything. I'm a little less freaked out than normally with horror games, of course, because I've beaten this one before. And I've played, like, most of the Fatal Frame games now. There's lots of these notes that I definitely did not get the first time. A parent's suicide note. I like it here. I can die alone. There's no one to stop me. I can take things slowly. A peaceful, dignified death. Life is nothing but misery and suffering. I'm sick of it. I feel like either in this point or later in the game you get to see... I heard something for a second. Oh shit. There's a... Wait, where are we going? There's a moment where like this lady is like putting flowers by a grave and her umbrella flies away, and it comes back and impales on her in the neck, which is pretty freaky. Alright. Wait, is it this way or that way? I'm so confused. Like, it looks like there's another way over here. There shouldn't be a way here. Also, there's an item coming up. Oh, this is an area I never got to. Interesting. Oh, I jump like crazy. Since you're aware... Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like... Whoa. Straw dolls. Kind of impossible to replicate the first time experience and then streaming it like I'm talking through it, so it's a little easier than being super alone the way you are when you're playing a horror game by yourself. But I mean, this is not one of the most popular or famous... What's that noise that's really freaking me out? That little ting ting ting. And you're also, like, I have the map for this place, but I am kind of getting lost to find all the corners and nooks and crannies. But we are getting close to getting to our next objective, so... Yeah, it's a niche game, in a niche genre too. Like, there's not tons of horror game fans left anymore. I'm not even really a horror game fan per se, because, like, I can't finish them. Even the super short ones. I guess we'll go this way. But it's cool though. Like I think the Japanesishness of it is what helps me get through this series. Along with, like, it's not super gruesome. Nice. It's not super gruesome and not as in-your-face scary as like Resident Evil. So like I played a decent chunk of Resident Evil, but when I saw the hunters show up, I'm like, I'm out. All right, so that's all the extra area. So now we have to do the actual like objective of the level, right? Countless dolls are lined up around the shrine. Maybe this shrine has used dolls in its ceremonies. Exposed to the elements for some time. Also, some of the, especially the early levels, can take a long time because they have huge areas. Like if you want to find everything the way I'm trying to do, it can take a while. But it's going to pay off because we have lots and lots of film now. Oh fuck, I think I missed that one because I was messing around. But I did get that in my previous... Creepy dolls. Creepy, creepy dolls. Alright. I'm at... Oh wait, there's a... Fuihi's Note 3. Haruka and I have been close since kindergarten. We sang a song together at graduation. It was called The Song of Memories. Haruka and I looked at each other when we sang together. I'll never forget that. I think about those times a lot lately. They were the best. If I ever even hummed that tune, I start to tear up. Oh, hi. Hi. Hey. I don't think we had a chance to do anything with you, but... Yeah, freaky dolls and kid... Whoa, hello. I know your kind. So in this game, oftentimes, even without going for the fatal frame, it's good to just go for the, Hopefully there's only one guy, though. Alright, we can do a fatal frame on you. The lockup makes this a lot easier. Touch. I want to touch you. There we go. Get more points that way. Points are used for upgrading. We've gotten a lot of points by this point. No pun intended. I think actually, I think there's a lot more things we could upgrade now that I think about it. Sensor, attack distance, absorption, spirit power absorbed. Sure. Alright, wow, we can't upgrade anything else. I thought we could upgrade way more stuff. Is this locked? Alright, it's locked, but I think... We did miss when Fuihi ran past, that's annoying. Not a lot of saves happening here. So where the hell did she go, though? I don't remember, actually. But I'm pretty sure we run away from the shrine. And that leads to us finding the way. Alright, we got all three of these. Girl watching from behind. Boy watching from behind. Girl watching from behind, and they all have creepy Japanese, like chanting as we're doing this. Alright, she did go that way. Also, wait a minute, what do we have? What is our other thing we have equipped? Lenses. Fatal lens. A lens that triggers fatal time if a photo is taken during a shutter chance. So I think If I fill up everything on the screen, I can get fatal frames from that. So we can just follow the thing now. We can't run when we do this, though. I think she leads us back to that pool we were at earlier. And I forget when it is, but let's just say that things do not end well for anybody in this game for the most part. But yeah, the first time I played, I was basically just following the ghost, like walking slowly throughout a lot of it. But the first couple games actually control like a third-person game, like not tank controls, even though they were from that time. Okay. Oh, hi. Wow. Whoa. Pushed woman. Somebody got pushed off of a cliff up there. Or maybe that was the cliff we were below. Like maybe we were there before. Where are we going? I've like lost track of where we're... Oh, hi. There's Fuihi. Like the actual Fuihi.
Himino-san.
Himino-san. Hey. Hey.
Himino-san.
Yeah, I think it's the girl who jumped from before, who... We didn't catch it, but they were kind of pushed, I think. On this mountain. Oh boy. Pretty sure this lady's already kind of fucked up. Flashback. So, group suicide. Five of them went to... But these two survived. Yeah, the mountain kind of fucks up your brain. It kind of calls to you. Everybody kind of gets... There's always a curse. There's always like a curse and a ceremony and something that went wrong. But these two were supposed to commit suicide together, and then they fucked up drowning somehow. And we have a ghost touch. I'll find her. Let's go. Alright, where are we headed? Oh yeah, all the way down. There's no way that could go wrong. So, hopefully we don't get attacked on the way. So yeah, I was so lost the first time I did this. The game doesn't really tell you. Also, I'm not sure, like, I'm pretty sure you can just run and she'll catch up. It's more like the twists and turns of the paths are confusing, whether you have somebody following you or not. Let's go this way and this way. We need to get back to the main path. I don't think we went under the log last time, so let's go under the log. If she gets lost, though, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. Like, you know, like, stay caught up with us, girl. Alright, cutscene. No! Alright, slow down those little shits. Oh boy. Whoa. Are we fired at? Hi! Whoa! We got hit for the first time. Hi. Ow, I tried to dodge you. Damn you. They always have like little kids in these games. What? Dodge. Oh, damn it. We're gonna need to heal. Yep. Just to be safe, we don't have a ton of healing. I'll just shoot you. That was a pretty good shot. I think we got at least one of these guys. Yeah, we got two of them. Nice. Alright, where's the other one though? Come on, you little shit. That slowed you down. Come on. Can I There we go. So that one... Oof. What was it? I believe we do have the collection for that one. Cutscenes under notes, I think. Like normally the first time you touch these, you get this cutscene. Ghost kids and dolls are a big thing in this game. Whole series, actually. Some of the Japanese kids games are actually kind of freaky. When you look at what they're actually talking about. Who's the one who's gonna die next kind of thing. Although Ring Around the Rosie has to do with the Black Death in the West, so we have our own thing similar to that. Alright. Can I upgrade anything with the camera? I think we might be able to. Nope. I'll upgrade sensor next. I thought I had like maxed this shit out, but I guess not. Okay. Also, the more you get hit, the more your wetness meter goes up as well. Alright, cool. I think... Oh, hi. I guess we'll take a picture of her while we're at it. Doesn't matter though. Why the fuck are you going up here? Don't go in that damn shrine. Come on, Fui-san. Don't worry about Haruka, worry about yourself, kid. It's a long-ass mission. Because we've gone off the beaten trail so many times. Oh, there's an item over there, isn't there? Was that there before? No, it wasn't. I definitely walked past here and there was no item. Something on the riverbank. Well, this is a story item, for sure. Pick up. Come on, no ghost hand. Oh boy. Hisoka. Oh boy. Uh-oh. So she got pulled in, her camera flowed down the river. That can't be good.
日比野さん
Well, I mean, at some point, like, I don't know how often, I'm gonna play, I'm planning on playing through this whole game again before March, so we can find out, but, spoiler alert, maybe sort of. Now it's raining, so we're always going to be wet, which means we always get attacked by things. We don't really have a way of telling where she is now, but I have a pretty strong feeling I know where she is. Oh, we can see her down there. Okay. There's like creepy singing in the background. Oh boy. Play with me forever.
日々野さん
Cherry blossom flowers.
いつまでも
She's haunted.
忘れないいつまでも忘れない
Uh-oh. Oh shit. Whoa, buddy. We can't even hit her right now, either. Actually, no, we're gonna go back to the slow one because we have to do the mechanic. Alright, that was a pretty good hit. She's kind of really hard to figure out. I don't know if that was the right timing. Where'd she go? There you go. Gonna use our good camera film. I don't think I hit her with all these. Alright, she's almost down, I think, but I think she may... Can I get her? Can I get her? She's far away. Alright, I think that maybe it just lets us do that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I don't know, she was not actually dead since the beginning. This is... I don't know if it was now or a little bit ago, but it was recent. Knife. Like, this is maybe the actual death. Oh boy. So yeah, she never actually wanted to die. But she's being controlled by probably a shrine maiden over there. Like the last moment of clarity, like, oh no, I don't want to die. Haruka! Ah, and then that moment she'd stop fighting. Kinda tragic. That wasn't Haruka. That was the shrine maiden. Oh boy. Oh! Well, shit, I forgot about this part.
もう山から出ることはできないここで溶けるのです
Oh boy. Tainted.
溶けましょ
Oh boy. Definitely want the strongest one for her. Oh hey. down. Yeah, this is like the main set of antagonists of the game. Come on, can we get it? Oh shit, we're tainted. I guess we can use the item. Purifying embers, yep. Herbal medicine, yep. Almost got it though. Where are you? Almost there. Oh fuck. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There's like a thing flying through the air. Almost there. That try main. We can't. Okay, we can't get the touch right now. But whoa. Sadly, I have to go back for now. Here's one of the weird, annoying things about this game, though. Like after all that, we still have to run down the mountain ourselves. Also, the map's not totally the way that it normally is, I think. Or, yeah, actually no, we are kind of in the place. I don't think we have any more enemies on the way, but yeah, this game makes you do a lot of running around. Sometimes it respawns items too. Whoa, nope, forward. There we go. Get the hell out of dodge. Check, yeah. Nothing here. Should be that. Okay. Oh boy. Some bodies from above on the mountain flowing down the street. Yep, exactly. So, your teacher Hisoka was looking for her friend. Your teacher didn't come back, and so she should have also wanted to look for her. And then, since you didn't want to help her, she ran off. And now you're going to look for the whole group. But so far, you've got one abducted teacher and one missing person, and one dead person. Well, currently, while searching for her friend, Himeno Fuhi ended up taking her own life. Having witnessed Fuhi's final moments, Yuri knows she wasn't alone when she died. What of that other woman who killed herself in the same way, not to mention the mysterious shrine made sodden from the rain? Yuri managed to locate Hisoka's camera obscura along with the charm she's always liked to wear. For now, she must return to the antique shop alone. So who can tell, but we know that one's dead for sure. We got a B on a nightmare. Not too bad, considering our upgrades. And then, so that was with the main character. Like our prologue was with Mew. Then we have the first two with Yuri, and then we switched to another main character in the game, Hojo Ren. But I think we're going to take a quick break before we get to that part. Probably have time for another episode. They're super long early on, but it's a cool, interesting game. We'll be back in a few minutes, folks.